What are some tricks in bed that everyone should know? You tend to sleep better when the room is a bit colder than normal. Put your thermostat down a few degrees. Not only will you sleep better, but you'll save on heating bills in the winter time if you live in a colder climate. Be careful if you make the jump to a king size bed. There's no going back. Everything else sucks. Stick one foot outside the duvet. Keeps you remarkably cooler and shows you laugh in the face of monsters. Never, and I mean never, eat an everything bagel in bed. The results are devastating. Since this was tagged NSFW, don't work from your bed if you're working from home. Separating your workspace from relaxation space will help you be more productive when you're working and disengage from work when you're done. Switching the direction you lay in the bed makes it feel like a new bed. If you fall backwards onto the bed and lift your legs, you can turn the momentum into a little backwards roll, which looks pretty cool. If you have large thighs and sleep on your side, get a pillow for your knees. It will support them better and, the guys, prevent crushing your bits. Progressive muscle relaxation. Start relaxing your feet, then your calves and thighs. Move upwards and relax your back muscles, your arms and shoulders. Take some deep breaths. Relax your neck muscles and jawline. You will fall asleep in peace. If you make your twin beds into bunk beds, there is so much room for activities. Turn the pillow upside down when it's hot. Negotiate the level of white noise in your bedroom before committing to sleeping together. I made a bad bargain and 17 years later I'm still paying for this mistake. Eater, we've talked about it, and this is a hill he is willing to die on, and I'm not. I love sleeping in the same room more than I hate the fan. Even though I do hate the fan. Compromising on the issues that are more important to your partner is what gets you to 17 years, I guess. The even more ridiculous part is that the dogs that sleep in our room are now trained to like it. So sometimes when he is gone and I try to sleep in silence, the dogs will lay in front of the fan and growl and bark until I turn it on because they like the noise and the wind in their hair. And I am a pushover and turn it on for them because I love my puppies even more than I love silence. If you get rid of the bed frame and set it on the floor, it prevents the monsters from hiding under it for extra bedroom safety. Tuck the most inaccessible corner first when changing the sheets. Make sure to cover your whole body with the blanket for extra defense against the darkness. This is most wholesome post. I believe the intention was for dirty responses and I have learned so much from the positive comments. I recommend putting your phone down at least half an hour before bed to ensure a good night's sleep. If you are sleeping with your so and they have most of the bed, don't be afraid to just sleep on the floor. Nothing you ever do in bed will feel as good as taking a bath and sliding into a fresh set of sheets. Keeps depression at bay. Change your bed sheets. Having a clean bedsheet really changes the ambience and puts your thermostat down a few degrees. Velociraptors can only reach the bottom bunk. When it comes to pillows, quality is more important than quantity. Also, don't sleep in your day wear. Have at least 3 layers over you when it's cold. Just like clothing, layering your bedding makes it easier to get and stay warm, and you can easily remove single layers if you get too warm. If you can't sleep, count sheep. Don't count endangered animals. You will run out. If your mattress is old and starting to feel uncomfortable, instead of replacing it, buy a $100 mattress topper. It can make your mattress feel new again and give you a few more years of use before you need to replace it. Make sure to place torches all around your bed so monsters don't spawn and you can jump into bed right away. NSFW equals nighttime suggestions for wakefulness. If you have a fan on low, even if it's not pointed at you, it can create the kind of noise that prevents you from hearing every little house click and thing happening outside. One trick I'm quite fond of is short sheeting. You pull the sheet all the way up to the head of the bed and then you fold the bottom up to sit where the top usually is, just in front of the pillows. When someone tries to get into bed they won't be able to stretch their legs out and it is hilarious. Before you get into bed, wipe off surface for crumbs and detritus. Pull the comforter bottom sheet taut and tuck deeply in each corner for stability. Fluff pillows. Ensure the duvet inner is pulled to each corner and sits nicely in the cover. Correctly align the duvet to 90 degrees and ensure it's aligned evenly across both sides. Give a quick shake of the duvet to freshen the air underneath. Always tuck the bottom of your duvet under your feet. There's room for this as your duvet is one size larger than your bed. Ensure all LED lights of any kind are covered over with black tape. Jam newspaper into any door that might wiggle in the wind. Ensure curtains blinds are all the way down and wedged into the window indentation so there's no gap for light around the sides. Ensure you have wax or silicone earplugs. Lie awake for 2 hours thinking vaguely about computer games or what you'd do if you won $1 billion. Don't you think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. Putting one arm under the pillow makes it more comfortable. If your sheets keep popping off the corners of your mattress, you need deep or deep pocket sheets. Laying on your left promotes digestion as gravity moves food through and cuts down on heartburn. Things that really help me perform better. Eating a small snack 30-60 minutes before. Do it consistently the same time each night, and again at the same time every morning. Stay away from alcohol, sugary foods, even starchy foods 4-6 hours before. The big plate of pasta 2 hours before isn't doing you any favors. Earplugs can be a great aid in a noisy environment. If you live somewhere dry, using nasal gel right beforehand. It prevents nosebleeds. Don't forget to brush and floss. I feel like that goes without saying. Don't rush into it. Ease your way in. Relax. Starting slow is key. Going to the bathroom and drinking water right before always help me. Just part of my routine though. Match your sheet color to the color of your dog. After having a white husky and dark blue bed set, it's disturbing to see how much air there is. Always have a fan on. The white noise drowns out your door creaking open by the monsters. Okay, so I was expecting like 6 tips, but the entire thread is tips for literally setting up care maintenance of a bed. Whoa, I am pleasantly surprised. Don't watch TV right before trying to go to sleep. Listen to music or read a book. The mind needs less sensory input to be lulled to sleep. If hot, sleep over the sheets. If cold, under. If sleeping with someone, Dutch oven M to show who's boss. If you've ever wondered when's a good time to wash your sheets, at the very least one a week. Extra fabric softener will also treat your body nice when you got to bed. I have multiple pillows depending on how my body wants me to sleep that night. There's firm, medium, soft, and 6. Get an electric blanket and tuck it under your fitted sheet. Use the controls to preheat your bed on cold nights. Set the room to absolute 0, then cover up in 13 blankets. Don't be afraid to sleep separately from your lover. It's not an indication of a poor relationship if your sleep patterns don't work together. And frankly, poor sleep grumpiness can lead to a poor relationship. Having a bed is more comfy. Strange one, isn't it? Sleep with your own blankets. I seriously don't know how couples share a blanket. I like to roll up like a little burrito. Building a pillow fort around you surprisingly makes you feel a lot more comfortable while sleeping. Many people will say that a good mattress can change your life, but they often neglect to mention that a good pillow can have a similar effect. Give yourself some extra room by curling up and sleeping on the bench at the end of the bed. It's actually a lot bigger than it seems. I haven't seen Reddit come together like this in ages. Warms a girl's heart. Lubrication, especially on the joints and wheels of a metal bed frame to stop them from squeaking when trying to get comfortable when you sleep. Time turning off the DS so that Mario says bye 1 second before your mother walks in. A weighted blanket muffles the sound of your vibrator more than a regular comforter. If you double up, no one can hear it. Wear a blindfold. Since I started wearing one to bed, it's helped me fall asleep way faster than before. I recommend a padded one as it's quite comforting. So much so you may forget it's there when you wake up. Bonus points if you get the ones with Bluetooth earbuds. If you've got a ratty mattress and can't quite afford a new one, consider investing in a memory foam mattress topper. I got one a couple weeks ago and it's made a huge difference. Don't share covers with a companion. Let them have their own. And take joy in the comfort of covers that are yours. No fighting over covers. No conflicts over what kinds of covers are preferred for anything other than decoration. Bring your own when you sleep if you must. If you're one of those weird people who can fall asleep holding someone else and stay asleep, then I envy you. For everyone else, personal covers solve everything. Get good at eating out. That way you won't be tempted to bring your meal into bed and get crumbs everywhere. If you shave one leg, it's like sleeping with a woman every night. 2 words. Weighted blanket. It feels like you're getting a whole body hug. It's amazing. When I need to fart, assuming I am still awake, I slowly turn my body to face my wife and then gently pull the sheets laterally across my body, exposing my rear to the chilly night air. I then delicately push out tiny puffs so as not to wake her. When I feel that I am done flatulating, I make some light fanning motions with my hand to propel the cloud of death to the far corner of our room. If it all goes smoothly, I ease myself back into a sleeping position and pretend like nothing happened. If it doesn't go smoothly, I grab my pillow and go sleep in the guest bed. Life pro tip: if you want sex advice, just say you want sex advice. Otherwise you'll get bed advice. Storage bins under the bed. No room for monsters. Sleep naked. Try it at least once. I recently learned that you're supposed to lie on top rather than under the bed. For good circulation and to prevent blood clots in the legs, it's wise to do approximately 2 minutes of vigorous air cycling upon first laying down, like as fast as your legs can go. Don't forget to support your lower back to avoid injuring a bedmate or innocent passerby. It helps to scream "everybody out of my way" before you really pick up the pace. Spining super fast can make you clip through the bed. Relax and ride out sleep paralysis to lose it, don't struggle. I came here absolutely positive that I wouldn't see any NSFW comments before I got too lazy to keep scrolling, and I was not disappointed. This comment section is oddly wholesome and I really appreciated y'all. Really, make your bed. Sleeping on a flat mattress works wonders. You can dive head first into the bed for a quick and easy good night's rest. Caution: death. If you are too scared of the monsters so you completely cover yourself in your blanket, then end up getting too hot or need more air, you would probably make a little gap around where your face is. Put it near your mouth, but make sure to never, ever look out of that hole. Because if you do, oh man, just thinking about it, the monsters will be looking through. If you can't see them, they can't see you. Only 2 people ever have looked through that hole and lived. I know this is hard for a lot of people, but make your bed for sleeping. People who watch TV, play games, look at their phone, etc will typically have a much harder time falling asleep than people who use it for sleeping only. When sleeping is all your bed is used for, you train your brain to think, oh, now I'm in bed, so that means it's time to sleep. All other distractions make it harder. Invest in a decent pillow. A lousy pillow will ruin your life. While you're at it, invest in the best bed you can afford. You spend 1/3 of your life in bed, you might as well splurge. Bad sleep and bad sleeping posture spills into all aspects of your life. Also, in the winter, sleep with the windows open and use an electric blanket. Oh man, best sleep ever. Bring a second cover for when she steals yours. Chocolate does not leave crumbs in bed, or at least not as many crumbs as other snacks. Train yourself to get up as soon as your eyes open in the morning. It makes mornings way less annoying. It takes a week or 2 to train yourself to do it, but once you get past that hump, it's just second nature. When I first transitioned to instantly getting up, I had to literally roll myself onto the floor to force myself out of bed. So, yeah, it really sucks at first, but it pays off in spades and mornings no longer suck. OP, let's ask Reddit about sex. Reddit, I just think beds are neat. It's a good idea to flip around your mattress every month so you don't wear out one side of it. Weighted blankets are the ducking bomb. Combine with 2 layers of Costco mattress topper and you go into a coma. Clean the bottom of your feet before you hop in, even if you just took a shower. I was impressed by all the sleep suggestions, but then I remembered this is Reddit and none of us are getting laid. Covering up with more blankets while sleeping new traps more body heat and keeps you warmer. It's more effective than sleeping with pajamas. Wash your pillowcases regularly. Doing this could also prevent blemishes on your face from sleeping on dirty pillowcase. Deep breathing techniques can work well for relaxing the body and mind to make for deeper, more satisfying sleep. If you suffer from acid reflux, you can stack your pillows to make a 45-degree angle, or sometimes before bed adding 2 tea of apple cider vinegar to water can help. I started putting my pillows in my deep freezer and take them out right before bedtime. Delightful.